So the clock is ticking if you want to get one of these or all of these fabulous workshops at £56 each if you're on my e-newsletter list, and 56% off if you're not an e-newsletter subscriber. So let me just tell you what's included. There's the one-day Fearless Public... Oh, sorry, that's my alarm telling me I've got 20 minutes before my client. Alarm in about 8 minutes. Let's see if we can get it done before then. So it's my one-day Fearless Public Speaking workshop, the one-day Huna workshop, one-day Money Breakthrough workshop, the 7-part Chakra series, the 3-part Relationship workshop, the one-day Magic and Gratitude workshop, the one-day Practitioner Insider Secrets, that's a workshop, one-day Banish Procrastination, and 10-part Raising Your Money Vibration. So just in summary, actually, let's use the video that I've created to explain a little bit more about what it is. So these are all online, on-demand video webinar workshops. You choose what time you want to do them. You can do these from the comfort of your own home, office, on the move. So you're learning online, taking part from anywhere in the world. It's £57 per workshop for e-newsletter subscribers and 56% off for non-subscribers, instant access, online, on demand. We've already talked about the topics. I'll go through those again and show you what they are. Workshops were recorded live, which means you also get the benefit of hearing people's questions. So you can go to bit.ly/special offer what was that dash Marilyn for this. I've got some testimonials here. So this one, for example, is from Rachel. She took the one-day Fearless Public Speaking workshop. She took herself through it, and I remember distinctly it was January 2020. I was sitting by the swimming pool in Gran Canaria and reading a Kindle thing on my iPad, and a message popped up from Rachel saying, "I've just spent the day with you." And I actually looked around the pool. I was like, "Oh my God, is Rachel and her family here?" Because it was a resort and there were families there as well. And then as the rest of the message came in, she said, "I've just spent the day taking your Fearless Public Speaking workshop," which is amazing. So I wasn't there. I was on holiday, and it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Rachel could have been there because we actually met in Spain for the first time. So she says, "For those asking me about my big," and I'm reading this first testimonial, "for those asking me about my big talk in January and shared my joy that I was so happy with how it had gone, Marilyn Devonish is the awesome lady that enabled me to breathe, think, and talk all at the same time. And now you can do it too. Whether you get nervous in a social setting, small groups, or big stages, these techniques work. I am tapping into what I learn almost every day now. What's holding you back from sharing your passions or knowledge?" Good question. And that's Rachel CK, educator, awesome mama, and now a seminar leader. And that was the Fearless Public Speaking workshop. I've also added one about the Money Breakthrough program. And I love this. It's wonderful to have short exercises that don't take too long. So they were doing that, the program. So both the one day and the program is included in this as well. And then I've put some testimonials together for this third one. And these are about the Huna, Huna workshop. So someone says it was, and this again, they're online. It was effortless, pure, light, inspiring, freeing. Someone saying, "Marilyn, I just watched your episode on the Sean Atwood show, heard you speak on Huna, something I'd never heard before. I felt my hands tingling as if activated." And something I hear a lot, "Marilyn, you're not going to believe this. There was a block and now it's gone. Marilyn, you have an amazing and miraculous, it's having amazing and miraculous effects." And I'm really sorry if you can hear banging and drilling, all the rest of it. Somebody's building a house in front of my living room and bedroom window. I'm in my office, but of course I can still hear it. So yeah, so a little bit about how the workshops are delivered, what does on demand mean, and how long do you have access. If you're buying during this deal, you have lifetime access. So what you need to do is fill in your name, last name, email address, phone number's optional, just in case there's an issue with your email, because I need your name and email to set up your access. Now, this isn't a shopping cart per se in terms of you can't stack, but there is a way that you can stack. If you think, well, I actually want more than one, and actually let me just show you this as well. In terms of multiple purchases, I've added it here in terms of how to purchase more than one. Select the workshop you want, scroll down to total payment, hit the plus key. I will walk you through that. And also, if you're purchasing 3 or more workshops, you will receive a bonus 1-hour online coaching session with me, Marilyn Devonish, worth £150, and that's to help you implement your purchase. So let's just say you one of the ones you buy is the Fearless Public Speaking and the Banish Procrastination and the Insider Secrets, and that might be, hey, look, I want to create my own workshops, or I want to be out speaking, I want to do interviews, I want to do podcasts, I want to run my own workshops, run webinars, whatever it might be. So you might be procrastinating on that, or you're not actually sure how to put it all together. So you can use the coaching session for helping you with regards to that. So you can decide. So that's if you buy 3 or more workshops, you get the bonus coaching session. So you set the workshop you want. So let's just say you want to go with the Fearless Public Speaking, for example. I'll come back to this offer in a moment for the photo reading certification. And then what you can do, if you just leave it at that, it says 56. However, if you hit the plus key, my suggestion is, let's just say you want 3 or 4 of them. You hit the plus key, so you've got 4. I'm going to see the first workshop that you selected, and then you just email me and say, Marilyn, the other 3 that I want are this, 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 and this. So I'm going to say that's the easiest way to make it more cart-like. And what I've also done, because there's only a limited number of fields here, I've added those that I couldn't fit in. So the 3-part relationship workshop, the 1-day money breakthrough, because the other one is the 10-part series, and the 1-day banish procrastination. So you just use these links here. That was the kind of workaround for this. Also, you might just be buying 1 workshop, but you might think, I've heard many, many, many good things about the photo reading. And even if you haven't and you don't know what it is, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. And that is 50% off if you're purchasing 1 of these workshops. So you need to make 1 purchase to get the 50% off. So this is how you can learn to photo read at 25,000 words per minute, blast through books from start to finish in 5 minutes, activate the flow state and get into a state of relaxed alertness within seconds, learn how to integrate left and right brain integration, because that's where the whole brain, whole mind learning comes in, sharpen your intuition, improve your memory, your recall, learn to absorb information faster, enhance both your creativity and your critical thinking skills, because when you've got the left and right brain integration, this is where you get access to the logic and the creative. Sometimes people see themselves as one or the other. This teaches you how to be both. Master your mind and access your genius potential. And with this one, you also get a bonus 30-minute online coaching session, again, to help you implement the photo reading and refine your skills. So the usual price for that is just over $1,100 or £850, and you get it for $425. So you would add that, click that, add it to the cart, and then you'll see it makes the changes there. So 56 if you're just purchasing 1, and then of course if you were adding some of the other workshops as well. Phew, that's it. That's it. So this is the page. It's £56, as I said, for those of you who are e-newsletter subscribers. Somebody had messaged me saying, how much is it to be a subscriber? It's free. It's my e-newsletter that goes out a few times a month, so it's free to be a subscriber. What happens is when I launch something new, I always do a special offer that doesn't go out to the public for my e-newsletter list, and then there's something separate that goes out to the public. So this £56 per workshop for the e-newsletter list, and 56% off for non-subscribers. So those of you on the e-newsletter list, depending on which workshop you choose, you can be saving, over £400 or £500, because yeah. And did I put those in? Yes, I did. Here we go. So the usual price of the Fearless Public Speaking is $257. Huna Workshop is $307. 7-part Chakra Series is $176. Magic and Gratitude usually $250. Practitioner Insider Secrets is usually $497. And the 10-part Raising Your Money Vibration, $257. And then, did I put those in as well? Yeah, so 3-part Relationships, $321. The 1-day Money Breakthrough Workshop is usually $317. and the 1-day Banish Procrastination, usually $250. So yeah, so if you're on my e-newsletter, it's still great. 56% off is still fabulous. If you don't want to be a subscriber, that is your choice. But yeah, I would say those are some fantabulous savings. So the clock is ticking. When this one hits 0, what happens is it will revert to the public page. So you still get a saving, but it's 56% off rather than £56 per workshop. So that's a substantial difference in the pricing. All right. Any questions, any queries, you can, my main website is transformationstm.com. That's TRANCE, F for Freddy, so FORMATIONS, TM.com. So transformationstm.com. Click the red What's New button, a panel will slide out, and then you'll have a little scroll, you'll see the things that are happening. Now, if you scroll right this minute, if you're watching this in real time, this, of course, the e-newsletter offer won't be up there, but the public offer, I haven't added it yet, but I will do it shortly. But check my socials, Facebook and X. You'll find the information there as well. And of course, if you're on my e-newsletter list, then check your email inbox because it's all there. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you know someone who could benefit from one or all of these workshops, please feel free to forward this to them, share it with them. That will be absolutely amazing. And it's the birthday bonanza offer. All right. Marilyn Devonish, the NeuroSuccess coach from transformationstm.com. Over and out. I will catch you later. And I look forward to virtually working with you and maybe working with you also in person online if you make 3 or more purchases or purchase the photo reading bonus. Catch you later.